Hello and welcome to today's semi-final match between Romania and Finland. As you see, they have ducked into the action quickly. My name is Jevons. I'm joined by my co-caster Fetch. How are you doing, Fetch?
I'm doing pretty well. All the better for casting some Counter-Strike.
Yes, it is revitalizing. And we see Romania is on the CT side here. Finland is on the T side. It's now down to a 2 versus 2 situation.
Yeah. This is interesting. Kind of dragged a decent way across the map for those who jumped in. We actually started, I believe, near the A site, and we've been fighting down to the underneath area, down to tunnels. We've been fighting just all over the place. It's gonna be interesting to see exactly where the T's pushed up.
Yeah,
I believe they have bomb control there. There we go. That's an easy headshot for BTN, and there we are. There's the round.
Yeah. So an interesting thing to note here is that Romania almost never plays nuke. It's a not one of their favorites. Finland, on the other hand, have a lot more experience, and being HAVU and playing against these other tier 3, tier 2 teams, they are going to be pretty fearsome on it. So the fact that that Romania gets that first round is an early positive for them.
That's it, and it looks like there's I believe a force buy coming out from the Finnish side. So do you think that their confidence, knowing this map, feeling pretty comfortable on it, as you told me before the stream, this is definitely a map they're happy to be playing. Do you think that's going to come from their willingness to force up this round is going to be a part of that?
I think so, and you can see it there. They're getting trades immediately, and they already have the player advantage. They're locking out the CTs from the rest of the site. And I mean, Zori, that is amazing.
They must already be happy with this round, considering the fact they've got that bomb plant and that extra gold.
Yeah, Romania should be in absolute damage control mode here, but they want to push it, and really that should signal the retreat there, and Zello is going to hop out, but he might be cut off.
Did they just shoot that gun over to Zello? Ooh, that was very nice. The headshot and the spray going down, taking out 2 players, even though one was a bit tagged, but that doesn't matter. We won't take that away from him. Doesn't quite manage to find the last one. Whoa.
Sorry to cut you off there, but the fact that he wins that first duel with the Tech 9 and then is able to get the exit as well is pretty big. But yes, you are correct. They did shoot the M4 over to Zello. He was happy to take it and run off.
Well, bit of turning the tables in this one. Now it's Romania trying to buy up whatever guns they can. They've got a couple of Deagles and a bunch of CZs. I do love a team who's willing to buy up a bunch of these CZ75s. It's got a good place in my heart.
He misses the vent, and he's taken out by Sex, who's traded out himself. But as the round proceeds here, Romania is just not going to get the same kind of bang for buck as the as the Finns were from their force.
Slowed does a decent attempt trying to get the cleanup, but unfortunately gonna get 1 dig. So there's a couple of guns taken off by the Romanian team. They got to feel all right with that. It's not the best situation, especially when you are not the favorites, shall we put it. But taking anything you can from those kind of force fire rounds, surely that's not too bad.
No, definitely not. And the fact that BTN, who's been a bit of a dynamo with the Desert Eagle in the other Nexus matches that we've seen there, was able to at least get something for his troubles. Oof. Goodbye, Zello.
Yeah, it feels bad to be taken down by a nade, but it feels even worse to be taken down by that USP. Looks like they might try and walk away from this A side, actually. Maybe.
Yep. Oh my god, Jaxi as well.
I mean, Romania, do they even need weapons? It's just going to be Jaxi alone. Managed to take down 1 on the round, but, you know, not in the best situation here.
Smente does decide to hang out in the fire. Not the place he wants to go. Jaxi, I mean, he's got a Mac 10. Could duck away with it if he wants to. And,
is this really the best sort of weapon you want to save? Like, if you're saving Mac 10s, that doesn't feel good. Ooh, he managed to not quite find one. It's going to be a hard battle to fight against that AK, but does an admirable job taking about half the health off.
Yeah. In terms of weapons saved, I mean, it's something that would allow you to buy up around it. So you could get full armor, diffuse kit, and a bunch of utility as well. Whereas if you see here, they've had to make some concessions. They have less armor than they'd like, less utility, and only 1 diffuse kit. So whilst the Mac 10 isn't necessarily the most powerful gun of the game, having it would provide them different tactical opportunities. And considering how aggressive Finland's been on this map, anything that they can do to slow them down, i.e. smokes, flashes, incendiaries, is going to count quite a bit.
I actually quite like the sneaky boost by Jackie. Looks like there's actually going to be a few players going towards the yard area. That is for, of course, Finland. Got Zello trying to find that out. He's getting flashed.
Cemente, though, with a shot through the smoke, that was good anticipation. The rest of the team is just going to creep on through it, not wanting to anger the god from above that is Cemente in this case.
Yeah, it's a nice. I really like this hold. Looking after yard doesn't mean that the T side is gonna have to rotate to a different bomb site. Not finding much success there. They still have that AWP and the AKs, which is probably the most useful guns. Don't know if that FAMAS was quite as strong.
It's money that you don't have to spend, and it can be effective enough. So, but yeah, it's definitely not going to be a. I don't think you'll find anyone out there really choosing it over the AK.
Wow, BTN feeling very uncomfortable in this position right at the moment, having the shots fired through. Ooh, doesn't quite manage to find the response. You gotta think. I feel like that was a bit of a misplay. Leaves Twixie on 7 health though, so that's not too bad. And looks like T side gonna opt to plant straight off the bat.
Oh, Cemente with more entry kills here. That's very good of him. However, Sexy will round the corner into Twixie's crosshairs. Die as a result. Saw also getting a kill there.
9 health. 9 health on the entire Finnish side.
Yeah, that's not good news for them. They only have a smoke as well, so they can't... Oh, well, that's a lot more than they would have gotten otherwise. If you ask me. And they got a fallback?
Yep, that's it. Gonna save that AK. That's a good weapon to have on the save. Sorry, we're doing a lot of quality of weapon kind of choices. It was technically a 1v1, but, you know, I think that, as you were talking about with the smokes, yeah, it's a bit tricky.
No time. Oh. Plus, this is exactly where the defuse kit would have come in handy there, because they only had 1. They had maybe, perhaps even 2, just something where if somebody dies on either site there, they'll know that there'll be at least 1 diffuse kit that can be picked up. And you can see Cemente there, perhaps very wary of this, has picked up a diffuse kit in this round.
That's learning from your mistakes, I guess. It would be nice to have one on all of your players, but you can see the low economy buy coming out.
Yeah, look at this push in. Twixie knows they might do this. Cemente being the firepower on this CT side, the only one with the rifle, will get a kill. So that's a very good start for him.
Yeah, he does have that full. Doesn't have the head armor, but that doesn't really matter too much. His teammates are getting absolutely slaughtered, but it doesn't matter because they managed to trade 2 back. That feels pretty good. Ooh, that's a teammate, buddy. That's not an enemy. Yeah, T side have got that bomb plant on B.
Yeah, and it looks like the Romanians got to duck back and save, but Twixie's actually spotted them. And this would be a good move, because if he can get even 1 kill here, he puts him in such an awkward position economy-wise.
Especially if he takes out our rifler here.
Yeah. I mean, he knows they're there.
Ooh.
Oh, excellent peek from Sexy.
Yep, so they're going to get away with a decent... Well, no!
Goodbye.
What?
Sorry, it's not allowed.
It doesn't quite manage to take out the other. So actually, it's still going to be... The point I was going to make was going to be that there's going to 2 rifles apiece taken through the next round. And in fact, it ends up being 1 rifle apiece. That doesn't matter. Looks like it's going to be a full buy with an asterisk on the side of Romania coming into the next round. They do have managed to get their get an AWP as well and put that on Zello.
Yeah, Zello has been a bit of a firepower with that AWP. He definitely made life difficult for the Indians yesterday, and even the Israelis in the second matchup that we saw. So having him on the AWP is going to be a very good idea.
Yeah, it's kind of holding the yard at the moment. There are a few players trying to move towards this position, but not going to be spotted just yet. Smoke does fade. So, you know, it's going to be a bit more utility committed before they're going to push out. There's one. There's a couple, in fact. It seems like Zello picked the right position, not going to get smoked off right at the moment. Boy, are they raining Hellfire down on that one particular angle, but Zello hasn't opted to take it right at the moment. It's actually a player who's in a relatively decent position to try and flank them, because I think most of the Romanians' attention is off there, and a very nice shot by Zello to manage to make it a 4v5. Once again, I think he is a bit at risk of getting potentially getting caught out by Zore, but not going to happen right at the moment.
Oh, BTN almost burnt alive there as well. In lowers. This prompts the rotate in from Semente. Not that it's needed, though. Jaxi is an adult. He can look after himself, he says. Oh, Zello hopping up just to get the view, and that is another amazing shot from him. See, that's why you wanted him on the AWP.
Absolutely, he sold me. But I mean, you got to think that was a bit of a mistake. Oh no, bomb goes down. I think this is probably a foregone conclusion for the side of Romania. They feel pretty comfortable about this anyway, but having the bomb go down in an area protected by CT so heavily is a bit unfortunate. Zore, just downstairs, kind of knows where the players are, but it's so hard to contest that when you're coming up off a ladder.
Yeah.
So he's going to save out the AK and look for any picks which might come his way.
And good discipline from the Romanians as well. I mean, the T economy is going to be a bit harder to break. They know that regardless, they're going to have a bit of a buy into this one. So any CT lives wasted on that only really hurts themselves more than anything else. So I think not hunting in that case was a good idea.
Yeah, when you don't have the most, when your economy is a little bit fragile, it's a bit risky. Bit risky if you're chasing those kind of things, but both teams have a... Ooh, actually, Saw is forced onto the CZ-75, otherwise rifles for everyone, including that AWP, still on Zello, as we said, is so dangerous.
Yeah.
I actually like the fact that Zello's not in the same spot, trying to watch a different angle. Ooh, no, but he's getting tagged out quite nicely. Yeah.
That is brutal, and now they know that they were right to shoot through it, but unfortunately, Zen pays for it with his life. Saw does pick up the AK, though.
Don't try and contest Zello. I think it's going to be the message of this map. Has been flashed out, but no aggression coming his way. Oh no, the bomb carrier might be the one to next contest. Don't know if that's quite
no,
quite where I want my bomb carrier to be. Let's put it that way.
No, definitely not. And that basically grants the advantage back to the CT defenders in that case. And oh, Semente has the drop on Zori.
And also has a nice position to watch both of these angles. And backup from his teammate over there.
Yeah, forcing those shots out of Saw actually been pretty good. Oh no, but Twixy and Slowy, they want to say something about this.
Nice drop down spray. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
I enjoyed that greatly.
It was yeah, it was a bit of a melee in the vents, and they're going to be planning in bomb site B here.
All right, there it is. They're split up for this. They're already actually close to the site. I think that's good by Semente, which I assume is going to be the point you were about to make. It's going to have to take a little while to scout out where these Ts are. Hopefully he doesn't run into one blind. Looks like they're very in a good position to try and cover this, but what do you think about this further? The back position. Ooh, that was some good reflex. Unfortunately, SXE gets taken down already. There we are. Finland did an awesome job of pulling that one. Yeah.
Well, the trades they were able to get in late round there are particularly good. I mean, considering they were a little bit down firepower wise, it's also particularly good, and it shows why this is Finland's pick. I mean, amongst other things, I think that the Romanians could have perhaps baited out a response from the Ts instead of going to hunt for them. That might have been a bit of a better idea, because that way they pretty much choose their angles a bit better. But
do you think that's a bit of overconfidence?
No, actually, I think it's a bit of nerves at play, if anything else.
All right, Semente actually getting smoked off from multiple angles. This feels bad. Looks like the Ts is going to opt to walk past him as well.
Yeah, they don't see Jaxi up there, not yet at least. I don't think they've seen anyone up there yet. Romanians have been playing that position a couple of times, but nobody's actually been killed as a result of it, I think.
I like the fact that the T's been taking this slowly. It's almost like they the lack of knowledge is enough for them to be like, oh, alright, I don't know 100% about this. They're gonna rotate the bomb back to the not quite through T-spawn, not all the way back, but
yep, and you will see these default plays come out. Oof, Saw going down. Was in heaven. He's now gone to hell. And that is it. The Romanians have just completely routed the finish, and it's now 1 versus 3 situation. Jaxi's got the angle. Will remove Twixie from the server momentarily.
Yeah, that was much better. That felt like it was much better discipline from the Romania team, even though they weren't, you know, they were only up 1 kill, still holding their positions, holding their angles, not doing anything too stupid. Trying to do that, and they actually forced the Finnish team onto the best buy, not the sort of buy you'd be dreaming about if you're a CS:GO player.
No, definitely not. But I mean, there are things that you can do here on Nuke with a buy like this. If you see that they've still invested a fair amount into the utility, that allows them, if used properly, to rush onto a site. And
Yeah.
more commonly, it tends to be you might throw a grenade, blow out squeaky door there, and just drop straight down the vents, get a fast B attack. But they haven't done this. They're actually staying back. They're playing. I don't know if it is calculated or if it is them being timid. That's what I'll say now.
It's hard to say. It looks like they're just gonna hold off, wait for a bit, maybe try and bait the Romanians into kind of overextending a bit, as we saw them do in a couple of rounds ago. Looks like they're gonna be going for this one. One flash is all they've committed to enter this area. Zarya goes down. I mean, he's just a lurker though. He's not going to be part of his main cohort. Not the best trades if you're Finland right at the moment though. It's gonna be 1 player left with just a CZ75 and a flash. But at least there's bomb. That's some control of the game, right?
Yeah, you'll see that now that things have quietened down a little bit, we should honestly see these two sides here, the CTs, the Ts. Well, more the CTs, sorry. Actually, just consolidate their defensive positions. They've got a lot of information here, just in terms of a few forward positions. And with that, Sexy will wrap up the round.
Yep. That was, that was probably what I would assume what we would kind of expected when you're gonna force buy with that much money. You're probably not gonna win it, even if you are as awesome and as amazing as this Finnish team are at a map like Nuke. And as you said, you talked about, I think the thing I like about Nuke is the fact that there are so many of these quick, clever plays. But oh boy, it's still hard to execute with a pistol. I think that's going to be the fundamental rule of CS:GO. But 1 Deagle, one CZ75. Still the potential for them to get some picks, get a bomb plant, get some gold for themselves. This is the Finnish side.
They're setting up on Silo here. They have 1 smoke, not much else. So I don't know if they're really going to go for an execute. Oh, it's a waterfall approach from Silo.
Ooh, they get 1.
Nets
they get
them
the trade.
Kill.
And also an M4. So they've got now they've got actual guns to work with. They only have 1 of those Glocks left in their inventory. Everyone else has something. No armor for anyone though, so that's gonna make it difficult.
Sexy will be spotted out as a result of that kill. And oh no, the team damage comes in. There we go. This is the eco we wanted to see from the Finns before.
Absolutely. They've got control of the AWP. They managed to take out Zelo's big player. Ooh, there's a dink coming out, I think.
No armor on him,
Okay.
so he's going to be dead. And
oh no, I meant
God,
onto BTN, but you're right.
Jaxi.
That's, it's a 1v1. Oh no, 1v2. Managed to take 1. Now it's the 1v1, but it's too hard. Not that simple as maybe some of those solo players, those pug players might make it out.
Yeah, Zen achieving just that. Zen, as he wipes out those 2 defenders there. The odds were not with him. He had no armor in that case, so he could have been aim punched. It could have been just 1 shot to the dome. Not even with the M4. Could have been from a pistol even, and that would have been it.
Look at how... I'd like to make the point about how... Oh dear, that was a very nice, very confident peek by Slowend. But yeah, look at how fragile Romania's economy has been. They win a few rounds, even then they're still on pistols. I mean, they're managing to find a kill with it. They've gone 1 for 1 for the round so far, but it's still not a great situation to be in, especially when you've got 1 USP.
Well, you don't have that USP anymore. Zelo will die. Sexy though with... Oh! Excellent anticipation from Saw. Fires a few rounds, knowing that he might peek that corner, and he does.
Jaxi managed to find an AK. So we've got the AK and the Deagle.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the Deagle doesn't have any armor. That's going to make life hard unless you're getting those amazing one-taps, which it doesn't look like it's going to be the case.
No, not this time for BTN. He does it, normally. I've seen him win these, but not in this case.
Contact A play has Sorry, not contact A play. Just A defense at the moment.
Yeah. And this, oh, this is going to be really tough. They can
Oh,
just
no.
pick him out. Well, yep.
Yeah, I mean, the direct impact with the flashbang and then a shot to the chest. That's a pretty good combo. I like that, especially when your opponent's already tagged up.
Yeah,
Does mean
a
that
good old 1-2.
It's an interesting one too as well. I like the fact though that Romania have got enough to buy their rifles at the moment. Not enough for their head armor, but again, when you're facing AKs and AWPs, very unlikely that you're gonna be surviving those headshots.
Definitely not, but here is the... Oh, no, let's talk about Zello's shot there. That was dirty, okay?
Yeah, Zeller.
Absolutely filthy.
Nice! Finds another one, doesn't manage to find 3 though. That would be the superhuman effort. Absolutely put some solid work in for his team.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
Twixy doing the
man.
same. Jeez, that's 3 kills so far. Can he make it a 4th? Where's Jaxi at the moment? In a position where he might get caught out. Alright, it's the 1v1.
He's got bomb now as well. That
Yeah, it's going to make life
means
difficult.
Twixy has to go to him at some point, but there's a minute 10 left. Not only is that enough time to reposition yourself, go for a different angle, that's more than enough time for Jaxi to sweat about this. He's going to start doubting which angle Twixy could be coming from. He's starting to check other ones now.
The second you say that, he immediately starts shaking with fear. Well, actually, it's just because he's checking other angles, but nonetheless. I'm not even sure. Do we even know if Twixy's got an idea of where he's going at the moment? I think this is probably the right play.
Oh, maybe not. He was walking towards that door. If he'd opened it, that would have given away the game immediately.
A moment. Oh no, they're going to peek at any moment. Ooh. There we are! Twixy with the patience. Very unfortunate that Jaxi had to check at that exact moment. Very nice patience from Twixy, though. I love seeing that kind of stuff.
Yep, and that was very well played. Almost a bit of a misplay by looking at the door there. I think I didn't actually see it from Twixy's view, so it could have very well been that he was just checking to see if it was open if he had that opportunity to go that way. Oh, Cemente's been spotted here. He might have to fall back.
There's a pretty strong commit to the yard push.
Okay. Ooh. And
Jaxi is trying very hard to land this deagle shot. Got an interesting, cheeky angle, very far back. But this is gonna be a bit of a massacre. I think that was probably fair to say.
yeah, there's not really much you can do. I mean, Stokesy has the P250 here, and if they go into this A side, he might be able to get something, but in a normal world, he would probably be traded out immediately. And the bomb is actually still sitting outside here. And this is something that we've seen from the Romanians in previous matches, is that they seem more interested in hunting down the remaining enemies than planting the bomb.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, considering that the remaining enemy has indexed very little into this round. Ooh, managed to find a kill. And he gets an AWP. And the bomb. Oh my god! That was a nice little... I don't think it was ever going to win the round. Managed to pick off a couple of them. Take a bit of a dent into that economy. Didn't quite manage to keep the AWP with him. That would have been incredible.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. He could have dropped it across to Zello in that case there, but that is amazing. And we have just got word there that the other 2 maps were Mirage and Train for this best of 3 series.
All right.
Yep.
That's going to be exciting if this goes to a best of 3. It looks like they actually spotted out that... Nope, never mind. Again, that kind of slow play. Committing a bit more to this this one corridor, the T's, at least. They've got their eyes on A, but they're not coming too hard. Sloan actually finds a kill onto Jackie, so that might be the opening they need to go to be able to push further forward. I don't think that the CTs had too much defense on this kind of side of things, but... Ooh.
Oh my god, so...
Interesting.
Perfect reaction
Wow.
there. BTN gets one, tagged a little bit, and look, they're just going to hunt for him instead. I mean, it seems to be the right call.
Yep. Doesn't quite manage to find that kill onto the last player. It's very unfortunate. God, that was a fast round. I was expecting the slow play coming out from Romania, and they just walk through and Sorry, the slow play coming out from Finland. My bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, Saw. Okay, there's a right time to peek and a wrong time to peek. Saw
Yep.
picked the perfect time to pop out a squeaky there, because it was called that there were 1-2 players in that spot there, so he knows he can immediately get a frag that way. Yeah, so just to repeat, the other maps will be Mirage and Train. Considering we've never seen anything for Nuke on the Romanian side here, this will definitely be their pick. And Mirage has been noticed to be a pretty strong map of Nexus, or the Romanians, so that'll be their pick, and it may end up being a showdown on Train, considering that.
That'll be very interesting. It's always Train itself can be a really tense map at the best of times, and I think if we've got that as the deciding game, that's going to be very, very, very sweet. But for now, we're going to the pistol round of second half. Sorry, of Nuke. Finland showing up very strong, as we kind of expected, right? But nonetheless, still showing a very, very intense understanding of this map. But Romania, they've shown signs of life as well, so we can't count them out just at the moment. Now that they're on T side, let's see what they can do.
At the moment, the plan is mostly armor, flash, and a smoke there, so they're going to have to pick one site and really commit to it in this case.
Zello looking for a big smoke, being the utility guy.
Yep, goes through window.
That's quite nice.
Trades are coming in.
That player up in Heaven's having a bit of trouble there. They managed to get the plant out, which is pretty good for the T side. These T's aren't quite sure where to look here. It's a good job by Finland. Ooh, not quite managed to find it. They don't even quite line up for him. Very unfortunate they're trying to take the site 1v2, but a nice job by Romania to win the pistol round. And I believe that's what we saw last in the first half as well. They came out very strong, but didn't quite manage to hold on to that momentum. Correct me if I'm wrong, but.
No, you're absolutely correct. They did get a considerably good pistol round on the CT side, and they're going to get it again on the T side. But just like the first half, we're going to see the Finnish force up here.
And they've got SMGs this time. I think the last time they were only looking at pistols and things like that. I think they may have had one MP9 or UMP or something like that. But I think it was an Uzi. But anyway, they've opted for the MP9s and CZs, which is going to give them a bit more ability to do things here. All the players from the Romanian side committing to this one play. They dropped the Molotov and they managed to get the first kill pretty comfortably without any damage being traded out to them anyway.
Yeah, Zori had a chance there, but they were going to account for it. That's it, the retake on the situation.
Yeah. Zen managed to find a bit of, not managed to find much in the way of damage, but getting traded out there. Oh, sorry, killed. AK actually getting taken down by the CZ, the AK squad getting taken out by the CZ squad, and now once again Finland managed to find a way to come back into this. They've got an AK and an MP9, which is a pretty good set of guns to be able to retake.
Oh,
in fact, Zello who's gonna have to do something. Is it too late?
Stop it. He might get this kill, but what else is he gonna do?
That always. There we are. They found the defuse, but yeah.
Deja vu.
That's it. That's exactly it. It was a bit of an awkward gunfight as well there when both players shot an entire clip into each other. Neither of them really managed to find it, but when you're under this much stress, I think that's probably justifiable.
Hey, as far as the Finns are concerned, you don't have to hit those shots necessarily. You just have to waste the time. That's exactly what was achieved.
As long as your opponent doesn't hit the shots, you're fine. Anyway, the Deagle force at the moment with a featuring a Glock and a P250 now from the T side. Ooh, there's a decent amount of damage being done actually to the Finnish side. Only one player being taken down, but one taken to 8 health.
We could potentially see a bit of a reversal here. I mean, the Romanians certainly want that to happen. Oh, these angles, these shots that are lined up by the Finns. Pretty crisp, but that said, those end does take a little bit of hurt for his trouble there.
And I believe have they spotted the bomb at the moment? They haven't quite, but they've got control of it now, so that's going to make life very hard if you're a Romania player.
Oh yeah, there's only 2 left. One only has a Zello has the Desert Eagle. Jaxie's got the M4, but without the armor, this could be a bit
There
of a
we are.
nothing. And there we go. That's it.
It feels bad because the amount of damage which Romania managed to do to Finland was quite significant, but they just didn't. They only found a couple of those frags, which feels bad. You look at the damage done at the end of the round, and you're like, 90 damage plus. That feels so bad, but not quite finding those kills. They did manage to find a couple though, so they did something. That means they've got the AKs and minimal utility now.
Yeah,
Most
they
of
do
those
have a
Molotovs. Ooh, nice nade.
Oh, Zello, excellent peek there. Shot at Zen, and this could potentially be a bit of a reset of sorts for the CTs if they don't win this. They don't have that much money in the bank because Romania has been able to make these first couple of rounds here pretty competitive. The second one they won only had 1 survivor, and the next one after that had 3. So you've got 2 players who are going to be weak on the economy side, and kind of says it all there. 4 MP9s against 5 AKs. They're going to
Yeah,
have to pick their fights really well.
that's it. I like the fact that the Ts aren't actually committing too hard to this push. They've kind of got some plans, but they're waiting to see if there are any Finnish players who overextend, chasing for these kills. It really seems that Finland aren't quite sure what to do, what to make of this. I don't know if Romania are even entirely sure either. Sorry. Nonetheless, it's an interesting one.
We've seen this from the Romanians before, where they tend to leave things a bit later in the round. It's something from the CIS playbook.
Not sure if you're looking at the same screen as me, but I'm looking at a bunch of players not moving, so I might have to restart my client or some such.
Okay, I am actually getting the same as well, but that is all right. We are going through a few different pipes and loops here just to be able to view this match. I believe it is going from Taiwan over to Europe and then back through to us in Australia. So we're just going to try reconnect this one and see what happens. Alrighty. So I think as we try to figure this out, we might just duck into a quick break and see how we go. Hey there, sorry about that. We did see the server go down because the Finns indeed won Nuke, so we'll be going into the second map Mirage soon, so please stay tuned as we get some more excellent CS on the way. Thank you. Bye. Hello and welcome back to match 2 of this best of 3 series between Finland and Romania for the IeSF World Championship 2018. The Finns have the first map, the Romanians, this is their pick, they're going to want to bring this back. You're joined by myself, Jevons, and my co-caster, Fetch. How are you doing, Fetch?
All right. I'm excited to see the map 2. I know I said that about map 1, but I am excited to see map 2, and it looks like straight away on this pistol round, the CTs are going to opt to look heavily towards mid and B. The only player they've really got on that A site is more or less in snipers kind of area, and his first pick already coming out.
Yeah, it's a very quick plant from the Romanians. I don't think they spotted Zello, though. He's just not going to wait for it. He's got to run into... Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean...
So, that is the one smoke you shouldn't have pushed, Romania. That didn't work out for you. I can see what they were going for. I guess they would look at the post-plant situation and be like, they're going to expect us to bunker up and turtle up. But we're not cowards. We'll run through and shoot them in the face.
Yeah, confidence isn't always good.
No. That's going to be a particularly bitter first round there, as the CTs, the Finns, didn't actually lose any.
All right, but if history's told us anything, well, I mean, okay, never mind. I was about to say, if history's told us anything, this means that Romania's going to win, even though they're forcing up. But you know, apparently not. Apparently not going to happen right at the moment. Oh wow, this is a very aggressive top mid push. I guess you feel pretty comfortable with it when you know your opponents are on pistols. And that's the last one falling. They managed to get 1 kill back.
Yeah.
It was yeah, like, that's something, right?
My places. So, just to just to clarify as well, when we say Finland, Romania, we're talking about HAVU and Nexus. I mean, these are sort of 2 pretty well-known teams, so we can just call them by that. Oh, Slowy, you have been tagged quite a bit. You want to get some cover there.
Not quite much. Not much damage being traded back. Bomb left near the back of tier apps, the tier apps area. It looks like it's gonna be a bit of a mid play. Kind of 3 people committed here. 1 in chair, 1 and 2 hovering around the top mid area. They've got the AWPs and the AKs. Not much else. They're really scared of peeking the snipers area, which is fair enough. But at the moment, there's no one there, so it does look a bit silly on camera.
Yeah, they don't get the same information that we do. That would be a little bit odd if they did.
Yeah, it would.
You know, you're maybe Forsaken or yeah, somebody like that. But anyways, this is something we've seen from Nexus before. Oh, Zen does get that first kill, and Slowy, even though he's on low health, is still able to get something onto Jaxi there. And that has completely slowed down this approach, but Cemente will get 1 trade.
Yeah.
Could make something viable here.
Oh no, Slowy might get another one. No, actually, the turn from Sexy and Yellow managed to find him. Zen with a nice push up through mid, managed to get 1, managed to tag heavily another one, but not quite managed to find anything else. It's an MP7 and an AUG versus 2 CT, or sorry, versus 2 T players. Sexy's dropped very low.
Oh, he's
Now
just
it's
going to leg
just
it to
Twixy.
B.
Yeah, Twixy's
Very
kind
good
of
move.
caught out on this one. It's only 13 seconds, so he's got to go fast. And I think he's gonna make it comfortably, but he can't mess around too much. Now it's a 28 health AK versus a full health M4, with the utility favoring Twixy slightly. Got the incendiary as well as the flash, whereas Sexy only has the flashbang.
Twixy coming from short here. He could throw this Molotov incendiary just behind bench, and he's going to do it.
There it is.
That could actually kill off Sexy if he doesn't
Oh,
run.
it doesn't quite hit him. It was just off. He's still on 28 health, and he managed to find the headshot. Whew. I like it. I like that. That's good.
That is... Oh, if that incendiary had landed correctly, Sexy would have been dead or incredibly close to it. Would have been forced to leave that position, and that would have compromised things very, very much so for the Romanians. But they are able to get this 3rd round. They're able to get 1 point on the board. Getting something back this early is going to be important for their confidence.
The classic play, stand in front of a main with a CZ75, and while you're at it, why not rush Palace? Ooh, nice pick up there with CZ. Kills being traded out quite away all over the spot. Bomb still at top mid. The only pressure T side have at the moment is currently around that mid area. They've got control of apps as well. Nice kill onto Slowy. The wallbang headshot. The full style play. Ooh, nice. Zello also managed to find the kill onto Twixy. All right. So at the moment, Navu only have 31 health to work with, and the bomb goes down onto the B site. They know where it is. They're getting into position at the moment. They have some guns to work with, but it's not the best situation to be in. Very nice coordinated play. 4 health and an AK. Oh, looks like that's going to be a save.
Yep, good move there. So HAVU, in this case, will be looking to run back with the AK, and he's got a fair amount to save. He's got the AK, got the diffuse armor, and a bit of utility as well. So if Finland, I mean, they have the opportunity to try and force around this. I don't think they will. I think they're just going to want to try and throw their luck up one of these sites, and yeah, perhaps the AK will do the work for them.
Yep.
On the other hand, you look at Nexus, and they're going to be in a bit of an odd money position as well. So they're going to be able to get some AKs there, but this is not great news if they wanted to build up their T-side economy, which has been typically harder to break. And HAVU, they are going for a bit of a trip, going for a journey.
They are. They're going for a very interesting, not quite a full stack onto the B side, which is especially unfortunate considering if you're Romania, you're all on A. Very aggressive position here by Saw. Managed to get one, doesn't quite get the other one. That's a 1-for-1 trade.
Sorry.
Yeah, not going to find them. There's a nice collapse straight back onto the site. Slowy finds one. Slowy very good at finding these kills when he needs to. Get to turn, managed to find another one. This is an awesome job by the side of HAVU. They managed to clean it up as well. Such an awesome... They were stacking... They weren't quite fully stacking B, but they had 3 players on B, 2 on A, and they still managed to rotate before the Romania... before Nexus's attack comes through.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think Finland is gonna learn something about Nexus here, and it could very well be that if you put them in a stressful situation where they have to rush onto a site there through utility like smoke, flashbangs, then they're not able to deal with that particularly well. Controlled chaos, they the Finns can do it. The side of Nexus though, not so much, not at least from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, well, I mean, that probably speaks to them playing a more disciplined style, which is, you know, the opposite of controlled chaos. And it looks like that's unfortunate if you're a member of the Nexus side already having one player picked off. But it is a pistol round, so they're not going to expect to get a clean win off this one. Probably they might get some picks, might get bombed down if they're lucky. Probably not going to go. Not probably going to be too unhappy if they manage to get some of those. 1 kill apiece though at the moment. Health bars still well and truly favor the side of NAVU.
HAVU? Sorry.
Yes.
Ooh.
That molly almost straight out takes out BTN.
Yep. And Jaxi, having gone the long way around through CT spawn, is able to get a dink onto Zori, and this takes attention away from any of these other points of approach, like A main or Palace. It will, however, ring the dinner bell for HAVU.
Ooh, nice. Tiny little angle there finding Jaxi. So Zore managed to find kills even when he's very, very low health. And there's another one. Now suddenly BTN is all by himself. Got to try and make something happen. He's got a player coming up behind him as well. So he's got to move now, more or less. All turn around. Moving into kind of past the sandwich position to check stairs, but yeah, there wasn't much he's going to do there. One player on every single side of him. The ultimate crossfire.
Yep, they did get all the information they needed there and were able to quickly just peek him twice, double peek rather. And that grants HAVU another round, but it's not like Nexus didn't make that, at least a little bit competitive there. They had a chance to rush onto a side at some point, but it didn't quite work for them.
Exactly.
Side, though.
The Palace rush, though, that's working out quite nicely for them. Zello managed to find a couple of kills, and there's so much more coming. Looks like there's only 2 defenders already, and that's a very, very nice spray there from Zore. One of those was in the smoke, just guessing based off those, based off where those shots were coming from. Now it's Twixy in a 1v2.
BTN. Oh, okay. Now, if Sexy wasn't there to trade out that frag, that would have been disastrous for Nexus. So it's very good from them. And yeah, that completely flips what I was saying before on its head there. Nexus just rushing out of Palace with a full buy as well and using that firepower to their advantage. I mean, besides a couple of lined up sprays there from HAVU, that would have been a much cleaner win for Nexus otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been slow playing a team the entire game, why not flip on its head, try and make a more aggressive, faster paced play? And that's exactly what they do. And I liked it. It's good. And especially because you said that, it flipped what your previous theory on its head, but there we are. There's one being able to be found in connector, then taking out Jaxi there. Relatively cleanly, a bit of an awkward position for Jaxi to be in at that point. Trying to get a bit of an advanced position, but not really with anywhere to go. Players watching that angle. Also going to put a bit of pressure onto A main. The only player on the A side at the moment is Semanti. Ooh. And he's going to manage to find a kill onto Slow, who's pushing up into Apps. Looks like they actually might be a rotate onto A now.
Yeah. I mean, that kill does tell a little bit of a story, especially with Twixy keeping his eyes on apartments so much. The fact that they're able to get that kill could tell him that it's going to be A, and so He gets one, he gets sexy, but Zello is there to trade it out, and with the bomb being seen, we should see a rotate come in now.
Yeah, but there's still one player in mid, one player watching that B side just in case. Gunfight's already started. It's a bit of a slow one. The AWP is watching this angle, and that's going to be something which the side of Nexus is going to have to be so careful about. Managed to find one actually found with the Molotov.
Yeah, Zen was trapped in there. He wasn't going to get out. He either had to run into Zello, or they've got to plant this bomb now. If they stop the bomb plant, and he's burning alive, oh my god, they've won it. They've won this round. There's no time left to plant.
Yeah, the Molotovs are the real MVP of this round, managing to find 2 kills for themselves. That's not bad. It's better than I do in an average round.
But look at this, the T side here, Nexus, because so many of them survived that, they don't get any additional money for that round. That is awful for them, and that also doubles as a reset too.
This entire game has been so bare bones on what we buy. I think we've seen one gun v gun round in the entire 8, like one full rifle versus full rifle round in the entire 8. Maybe even not even that. There's always that a couple of SMGs, pistols. It's been very.
I think we did see it when Nexus waterfalled out of Palace. That was not your traditional gun round anyway.
Nope.
So,
well, like I said, it's one round, but it's still been very low in the economy. It is still early in the game though, so it's been both teams trying to find it a bit hard to get that full index of weapons. Sexy managed to catch slowly pushing out, but Nexus finding a decent number of kills here. One traded back by Zen. In fact, 3 traded back by the side of HAVU. They're going back onto this point, but unfortunately the terrorists don't have the bomb, and it looks like Zen's going to be able to find that back in T-spawn.
I like this. He sees it and he kind of just pauses because, yeah, it's a bit of an interesting spot for a bomb to be after you've kind of taken the A side. And
Yep.
again, this has given me so much anxiety. Yesterday, the Nexus will leave the bomb further back and for longer than we normally see from other teams there.
Gage coming out here. Ooh, Saw managed to get 1, so it's now to 1v2, but there's the very nice double headshot from BTN. Now it's the 1v1. He has got the bomb back.
He doesn't have time to get to the site though.
So that's like it, especially because he's going to be playing into Trixie. He's probably going to be watching A main with Eagle Vision.
Well, here's the thing. Trixie just needs to stay hidden.
Yeah.
Okay, time's over. If he gets this kill now...
Oh, he does!
That is nightmare fuel right there.
Yeah.
Absolute nightmare fuel. And here we go. This is what we want to see from Nexus. We've got a tactical pause coming in from them, and I'd say it's needed. They need to find out why that just happened, and more importantly, just perhaps collect some thoughts on this HAVU side, and try and figure out a way to crack this nut. And I think that...
What?
Yep.
All right. If you're the coach of Nexus, what are you saying right now? I mean, I'm assuming it's just to be the players discussing, but like, if you were the coach, what would you want them to be talking about right now? Like, let's get inside their head a bit.
Okay, I'd be trying to look at what has worked so far and what hasn't worked, what has consistently not worked. And what has consistently not worked has been the slow approaches and executes onto there. HAVU have just been too good with their utility usage if they're allowed to get it or use it in the mid round. So for Nexus, they've got to keep up that aggression. They've got to basically try and burst onto a site because it's going to be their best chance. Additionally, I would suggest that if you're going to push onto a site with your remaining players, that one of them goes back and gets the bomb, because they might not have won that round, but they would have at least gotten the bomb plant, and that's more money. And as you can see on the Nexus economy here, most or 3 of their players below 2,000, it really would have helped out.
Well, it looks like so far they've bought 3 grenades and a smoke. That smoke immediately going to be deployed. Heavy rush to the mid and B part of the map.
And this is the aggression I was talking about. It is happening on the eco though, so here's the thing. They'll be running effectively into a bit of a wood chip as Zen is going to see this boost. That's it. BTN has to try and do something, but
Yeah.
not really much of a chance there, and that's going to be a bit of a foregone conclusion that round.
So the double eco you want to see them see from the side of Nexus?
I would.
All right, there's the AWP, so probably not going to happen. Regardless.
Yeah, Sexy is not looking too hot with that Desert Eagle, no utility and no armor. So yeah. But that said though, he's
the rush. Oh, the push.
not
Sorry, push
bad
up mid.
with it.
Also, Zello, big dominant force on this AWP in the past, in the previous game. So, you know, maybe that's going to be the secret.
It's
Has decent
side
selection of-
AWP.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, and I agree with you, but it's still Zello, right? Zello was making some incredible plays. Let's hope at least. Let's hold out some hope for Zello to be able to find something to come back into this game.
Yeah, I think the fact that HAVU locked Nexus out of mid there was a particularly good thing, and that really limited the impact of this AWP.
Yeah, nice amount of what.
Don't peek
nice.
through the smoke with an AWP. Sorry, it's just
Yeah.
you see this thing play out, but Zori, if you peek this corner, will you? Oh, they're gonna boost it. Twixie might be able to get some shots. They're gonna see him and
No. Yep.
oh,
I like it.
Is a bit sour.
That was such a good read though. Like they had a decent idea of what was going on, so it probably wasn't maybe the hardest read to come up with, but at the same time, knowing exactly what the play is going to be and knowing exactly how to answer it is very, very good. I don't think Zello even managed to get a shot off there.
No, they didn't even see that he had the AWP from what I could tell. They just knew that they had at least one or two people in mid, and that share was a pretty common position, especially if they're going to go for this A site. And here we go. This is what we want to see from mid round there. They're able to commit to a site. They've got the bomb.
Oh, what a double spray by Twixie. Very, very comfortable. Does leave with flashing red health, only 3 HP on that one, but Jaxi does have the bomb. There are two players coming out through CT. If they peek at the wrong time and the wrong way, this could be a double kill going over for Jaxi, and that's going to make the round quite tricky. There's one, there's two, there we are, that's exact, the wall bang as well! Does he have time to defuse it, Jevons?
Yeah, he's got plenty of time. Just sorry, you couldn't see me, but my jaw kind of dropped. I mean, it's
just realigning that one. Yep.
Well, no, just the entire exchange there, because Jaxi was able to get 2 quick kills there. They lined up for him perfectly, and that was going to be his moment to try and win this. But shot that wallbang onto the rafters on under Palace there. It's amazing. So yeah, that's. Oh, that would have been a great shot, but it didn't hapen.
There we go. There's one.
Yeah, and that's not the original one he tagged as well. I mean, the only consolation there. Actually, no. Let's talk about this rush onto apartments. They want that site.
Out of that. Slow ND managing to find one as well. The double AWP setup working, not quite wonders, but sorry, no, the single AWP setup. My bad. Got baited by Zello. It's easy to do. Zello's a good player. 1 AWP each. That's double AWP setup. But an awesome response to that rush through the apartments. There's Zello now. Ooh, there's the no-scope, but the burn.
Is something that that might have been. Oh, that was the start of something great, but it didn't come to fruition, and that's got to be really frustrating because they do push onto that B site. They do it towards mid round though, and you know, Slowy is able to rotate in through back a window there onto the B site, and he's actually able to get that shot there. So Zello, props to him for doing some serious damage onto him initially, but he's got to be kicking himself a little bit for just legging him and not getting that body shot.
Yeah, that's it. It's not.
I mean, to his credit, it was a bit of an off angle, and there was considerably more chance that Slowy actually gets that kill. But yeah, that is just the way the cookie has crumbled. And now in a 9-3 situation, just to remind you, this is Nexus's pick. So
yeah,
they're going to need to start putting up some big numbers, not some rookie numbers here.
Is it just me, or has HAVU been playing amazingly well in this under Palace area?
They've been able to get some good kills from it. I don't think they've been really tested out too much on that position there. It's more that they're able to, in some cases, slowly pick Nexus apart one by one. and put them into some really uncomfortable positions. In other cases, like we saw a couple of rounds ago in that B apartment push there, because of the timing of it, and the fact that they could get the quick rotate from Slowy there, it really just went to hell.
All right, the aggressive push up. Ooh, double kill with the deagle for Zorro.
Yep.
That's pretty good. I'll take that. 2 headshots, 1-2. Now it's just Sexy trying to stay alive from this one. When your top scorer is the deagle, you got to be pretty happy with him. And this round at least. Ooh, Sexy managing to find one with the headshot. Peeks out wide. Doesn't manage to find the other one though. That's unfortunate. It does give the advantage. The advantage there you got to think is over to the player on connector, who is able just to watch that, hold that angle, have the headshot lined up. As long as the reticle position is in the right spot, you're probably not going to lose that one unless your opponent's a god.
Definitely not. And the problem that Sexy faced there, of course, is that in mid you've got so many other angles to watch. So even though he was looking towards connector, you can't afford the same amount of care to it.
All right, the apartment's rush didn't work too well for them last time, but there's the flashbang coming out this time. The blind kill. There's gonna be one. It's gonna be traded back with the one play with the AK. Such a messy fight. All that AK, that rifler is down. However, they've got the M4 now, and it's once again Sexy. Once again, trying to fight into multiple angles. Is jumped up on top of a van. Going to contest the player on. No, not gonna happen.
And that is the end of a very dominant CT side from HAVU.
Yeah.
This
4-1, I think, was pretty similar to the to what we had last game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
I mean, so we did see Nexus come back at least for a couple of those rounds there, and they were starting to fight for their lives, but it just, I don't know. I'm not entirely certain how they're going to be able to stop HAVU in this case. It's because one thing I was concerned about with HAVU is that the reason why those aggressive pushes from Nexus were working initially is because they didn't have enough time to use that utility. But in that last round there, they dropped smoke between Van and short area there, just to the side of the bomb site itself. And then they threw grenades in as well, so they're already at that point immediately cutting off the attackers from different parts of the site, and that stops them from getting information, getting quick kills, and securing that location. And because of that, HAVU can just get kills, trade them out one by one.
All right, Semanti managed to find one. I like the pull back, managing to find yet another one. So, you know, running this angle hasn't worked too well for either team. We haven't seen anyone in unders, but going through the T-Apps area, not being good on the for the attackers. Now it's just Twixie alive. With very little hope probably winning this one out up against 2 USPs with armor and 1 with a smoke, which actually can drop down to snipers. Here we go, Twixie peeks out, but you can't take 2 at once. Not gonna happen. Sorry, Twixie.
HAVU have paused the match here. I think we're going to be seeing a tactical from them. I mean, it's second round, but still, I think to be honest, they weren't expecting that from Nexus whatsoever. I mean,
well,
I believe it was Cementa who was on short, just looking straight down into the underpass there. So, yeah. But we're gonna see another force from the Finns, from HAVU, and this has pretty much just been par for the course for how they've been playing both maps.
And they've been
unpause.
They've been pretty comfortable winning these as well. I think they're 3 from 3 in forces after losing a pistol round, I believe. 2 on. There was the first 2 on Nuke, and then there was one on Then there was all this. There's this one, you know. So.
Yeah. It was Nexus who tried the same thing. They won one of them, but they lost the other, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. But at this point, if you take a look at Nexus's positioning here, they, I mean, maybe with the exception of BTN, they don't want to be in any sort of compromised position. They want to use the range advantage of these FAMASs and M4, even the UMP to a degree, as much as they can.
Yeah, I also like the fact that they're going for the Tech 9s rather than CZs. A bit more old school. Ooh, BTN does peek out. Actually, they're not going to be able to find those. One headshot onto BTN and a CZ spray onto Zello. Bomb is already down, so they're already doing pretty well for themselves in this round. Let's see if HAVU can manage to clean it out, though. They do lose one, so it's a 3v3, and they still have one FAMAS and 2 Tech 9s. So not the best to win this, but they are the ones who have planted the bomb, so it's their advantage. Zarya is going to be found out there in headshot with that UMP. So now it's a 2v3. The Tech 9's, Swag trying to, Tech 9 Swing just trying to buy time as well, keep the threat up. There's there's the Defuse, going to try and stick it, but actually gets caught out by the Tech 9 player. Now it's a 1v1, he doesn't even have to buy time, he's just going to kill them all. Doesn't get away with the rifle though. That bomb does explode, as we kind of expected it to, but...
Again, my jaw kind of dropped there. So.
Yeah, that was insane. Tech 9 being the one to clutch it out. I was like, oh yeah, he's buying time, he's doing great, he might get this, and then clears them all out, in fact. Managed to get the wipe.
That was just... Okay, so on Nexus you could see one of them goes in, just immediately drops onto the bomb to try and defuse it. The problem with that, though, is that the angle is lined up immediately, and they're able to get that kill. So they know that even if they kill this T player, they still have to defuse the bomb, and that... Ooh. Okay, just one
kill the Deagle. That's alright.
Yep.
Traded back immediately. The MP7's going to find a kill. It's going to be back and forth trade after trade. Now it's slowly trying to hold this out against Jaxi. There's the last kill, and pretty comfortable for the T side. As we probably expected to me, it was, I believe that was a force buy from the CTs. It's not even a force buy, like a half eco, was it?
No. If you take a look at some of the money there, yeah, they're a lot of them completely forced. So this has, in effect, granted HAVU this 14th round. That means that if they want to bring this back, sorry, Zello, you're just getting a bit. Yeah, he's just getting well done. So
he has done well. You're right. Sorry. Looks like BTN's going to struggle a bit to find this one into the Uzi. 2 actually traded back by Zello with the Deagle. That's pretty good. There's 3. Oh my God, Zello, what are you doing? Jaxi now going to try and help out, and finally Zello gets taken out by a nade. That's the only way you can kill Zello, I feel like. Don't actually ever be in line of sight of him. Just hit him with a nade. That'll do it. Anyway, it's one round of HAVU being out of well, it's 2 rounds off the victory, I guess. Probably a better way to put that. I know I'm trying to put that in a more artsy way than it needs to be.
Well, they are. Yep, 1 round off series points here.
That's it.
And
got my back. I appreciate it.
if HAVU get this one, then I mean it was already going to be a very tough climb for Romania to bring this back. But after that point, they have to effectively get 10 rounds in a row just to get to overtime.
Yeah, and considering then you have to then play OT, like that is a huge ask.
Yep. So
weirder things have happened though.
Yes, and I think we might potentially see something from the Romanians. They have been known to basically dig deep in some of these situations. They have a fair amount of experience between them. We should have some Romanian love in the chat. If you are there, lend them your energy.
It's the 2v5 though. Even though there's some low players on the side of HAVU, still a big ask. There's gonna be the swing, finds 2 of them, but doesn't actually get a kill onto either. There's gonna be 1-for-1 trade left, and if you're trading 1-for-1 in a 5v1, you're not gonna win.
Yep, you may need to go back to primary school, do math again. It's not gonna work out for you. So, a very desperate buy coming from Nexus here.
Yeah, but hey, Zello has a Deagle, so you can't count them out while Zello has a Deagle. But I mean, when you're up against 4 AKs and AWP, wow, one of them is taken down by Zello. Yep, absolutely called it. Top tier analysis, but unfortunately Zello gets taken down by an AWP. Deagle versus AWP, AWP wins.
Look at Slow though, 2 kills already. He's completely turned this around. Sexy has some words about it though. And those words are ouch, because Zori just killed him with the AK.
Yep, that's it.
Bomb will be planted. BTN.
Yeah.
Cemente.
That's That's it. I don't know if this is we talked about the Romanian the guts of the Romanian side, but this is an incredible play if they can pull it off. There's the orb kill into one, so now it's a 1v2.
Oh,
Gonna be found out with the AK, and that's it. That's game. Game, set, match, I believe.
yeah, that is it. HAVU. Well, there's a reason they were one of the favorites for this event, and I think we just saw it. So, unfortunately, it is not going to be Nexus's day. They had some good results yesterday, but the Finns, HAVU, will see their journey put to an end, and HAVU make it to the grand finals. That's very well out there.
And they close out Nexus without Nexus even getting enough round wins in total across both maps to win a single game. That's rough.
Why do you have to put it that way? That is.
I'm sorry, but it's
rough.
like that's showing. Look, okay, if a team makes it to semifinals, they're worth all the credit you can throw at them. But if you make it to semifinals and then manage to take a game that dominant, that is huge. You know, that is so impressive. So I'm not trying to throw any shade to our runner-ups, as people like calling it, though. They are going to go into the third, fourth place bracket, or the third place match. Am I correct on this one? Got my information right? Yeah. So we'll still see some more of them, and the best of luck to them in that. They've got a potential. They showed some heart, definitely, but that was such a dominant game. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yep. And of course, if you have enjoyed watching CS on CappingTV, please give them a follow. There's a lot more where this came from. They cover so many different MDL matches, other events as well. They also cover Team Fortress 2. So that is actually in about 5 hours, actually. They're going to be doing some TF2 content tonight. I believe it'll be a podcast followed by potentially a couple of matches. So please tune into that if that is right up your alley. But, of course, if you have enjoyed the voices of myself and Fetch there, I believe you can see our Twitches down the bottom there, or just hit asterisk casters in the chat there, and you'll be able to follow us more. We do tend to post what we're doing. But anyway, that was a bit one-sided, but it was wild to see HAVU go off that. And a few good plays from Nexus as well. Zello, especially.
Zello, yep.
Yeah, that was, he was definitely a fun player to watch. But anyway, I believe that will be it from us today, so thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.